Hi guys, it's Alicia here with my work basket. I was going to do a quick video today to kind of go over what I'm planning to work on this weekend and show off some recent projects. Unfortunately, I just knocked over a cup of coffee on the other side of the table. It fell all over my son's school books. And now I'm not going to get to work on anything because half of the room is books all spread out after being like rinsed and wiped, and they're now drying. So it went from, this is what I'm going to do after I record, to like, I'm going to record this and talk about it, and then essentially leave the room because it's full of books drying out. So first of all, in the recent vloggiest of vlogs video, I said that I'm getting new glasses. We picked them up today. These are my new everyday ones. You'll be seeing a lot of those. And then just because they're sitting here next to me, I'll show you my new sunglasses. Prescription. I have like the most ridiculously light sensitive eyes, so I'm really glad to have a prescription pair. Up until recently, my prescription's been so mild I wasn't too worried about it because I just used regular sunglasses, but my prescription got a little bit stronger and I had that astigmatism that essentially scared me half to death in my eye exam. So I'm glad to have a prescription pair of sunglasses. These are my new glasses. I like them. I might have to go in and get them adjusted. I'm having a lot of problems with them sliding down my nose. I have a very narrow nose bridge and I have a hard time with glasses staying up. So project-wise, so I did a video. By the time you see this video, the other video will be up about the crochet blanket I started. I am 4 squares in at this point. So this is the one from the first video all finished up. And then they go through kind of a series of boring colors before you get to one that actually has any color in it. I'm a little bit nervous about if I have enough yarn or not. I've got this whole bag to work with, and I'm probably kind of being crazy because in reality, I haven't even started any of these bigger balls yet. I've been using like little balls like this to kind of get started. So I've been using little ones like this and I already have 4 squares. I haven't even started any of the big balls of yarn yet. Chances are I have plenty. I have the exact amount that the pattern calls for. So fingers crossed. Also working on this week, I'm going to be working on the wool blanket. I've mentioned it a couple times on the vlog. There's not a lot of it on the vlog yet because it's a gift for my son and he wants to be surprised. So I'm waiting until it's done to really do too much about it on the vlog. But I'm going to be working on that. And then I also got this fabric recently in a mystery bag of fabrics. I definitely showed that. I think it's in the video labeled Magazines and Fabric, or Fabric and Magazines, Mystery Fabric and Magazines, something like that. So I purchased a bag that was a mystery bag of green fabrics, and it had this in it. I've been working on a year-long project. I don't think I've really talked about it on the vlog much. I've been doing it on my Instagram especially. It's the Little Women project. So what I did was I purchased 4 kits from the 1970s to make the March girls from Little Women. They're porcelain doll kits. You make the body. It has the pattern for the clothes. It comes with the head, hands, and feet already finished, and then you build the porcelain doll. Little Women is my all-time favorite book. My son is actually named Lawrence after Laurie from Little Women, and a combination of, it's also my grandfather's name. So he's named after my grandfather and Laurie from Little Women. It is my all-time favorite book. So what I'm doing with this project is I am hand sewing all the components of both the dolls' bodies and their clothes. Up until this project, I wasn't that into hand sewing, but this year I'm just getting like more and more and more into it. So I have finished the dolls for Meg and Amy, and I've been kind of debating, am I going to do a doll and then the clothes and then the doll and then the clothes? Am I going to do all 4 dolls and then all 4 clothes? And what I ended up doing was the first 2 dolls, Meg and Amy, and then I was like, I'll do their clothes and then I'll do the next 2 dolls, which I just realized works out well because I am in my summer of stash. I'm not buying any craft supplies this summer. I'm only working through my stash. And these vintage kits are kind of awful. And they didn't include enough fabric. So I was just sitting here thinking about, am I going to start the clothes or am I going to start a doll next? And I realized I don't have the fabric to do the dolls next. I have to order replacement fabric. And I don't know what to order. So the kits came with one little, I don't even think it was the size of a fat quarter. and it wasn't enough. So 4 kits provided me enough of the thick muslin for 2 dolls. So before I can do the next 2 dolls, I have to order more fabric. I looked at my local Joann's store and they didn't have a comparable fabric. It's a muslin color, but it's much thicker. Like, it really borders on almost a utility fabric. So after my summer of stash is over, I'm going to order from a doll supply company, and I'm just going to order like a yard each of all of the different muslins that they have. That way, hopefully one of them is a good replacement for what came in the kits. So for right now, I really have no choice but to work on the clothes. And I was thinking this green, if I have enough, might be really good for Meg's outfit. I'm going to kind of work with it. I'm hoping the pattern isn't too big for the dolls themselves. The dolls they're decently sized, maybe about 20 inches. So I'm hoping the print isn't too large. But I've just, ever since I saw this, I'm like, you know, I kind of think I want to use it for Meg. I can't guarantee it's necessarily very historically accurate, which I was really going to go for the outfits. But I'm just going to kind of go for it. You know, I'm doing the summer stash. I've got this great green, and I don't know, maybe I'll research a little bit. I haven't really decided. Well, now I'm second guessing. I had decided when I started the video. I got my fabric scissors, and I was going to cut them out after. Oh yeah, that is a lock. I lock my scissors, although it's not properly locked right now. So one day my son was about to find himself using my good fabric scissors to cut confetti out of paper, like literally just snip, 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 snip it into a million pieces. And so I bought a lock so that if my scissors don't get put away, he doesn't use it. I don't know why it's not locked properly right now. Usually I lock both of those pieces together. Maybe I was working with him one day and so yes, that's locked. So I was seriously about to cut out this outfit as soon as I was done recording. And then now that I talk about it, I'm like, I don't know. I did kind of want to go for historical accuracy. This is definitely more of a modern, I don't know. Now I'm second guessing myself. Maybe what I'll do is use this, and then I can always make more outfits, right? I mean, I could do that. So that is pretty much my plan. I'm going to keep working on this blanket. I've got 4 squares done, 44 to go. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with this fabric, if I'm going to use this fabric or another fabric. Maybe I'll do a quick research and see how historically accurate this green fabric is. I feel like it's not terribly inaccurate, but that's kind of going from memory. I'm going to work on that blanket, and I'm going to see. I have a ton of project ideas, but I feel like everything that I want to do has one thing preventing it. So for example, I really want to work. I've gotten my 100-year-old sewing machine pretty much done, going, working great. The other day when I tried to use it, I can't quite get the stitch length just right. So when it should be doing 8 stitches per inch, it's doing more like 10 to 12 stitches per inch. But the stitches themselves are nice and strong and uniform. So I've just decided, you know, let's call it. If that's the worst thing that happens to it after 100 years is the stitches size isn't entirely accurate, oh well. So I've got a bunch of ideas for quilts that I want to do on it. I say quilts kind of funny because what you see now are these like very, very detailed, precisely pieced quilts, and that's not actually what I want to do. But the problem is I'm not entirely sure if I have any batting in my stash. And if I do, it is completely packed and stuffed away in a closet. So all the ideas that I have for things that I want to make, I feel like something's packed away or something's kind of making it difficult today. Right now, as I record this, we are still schooling for the year. Schools here get out in like mid-June, so we still have a couple of days left. But we're heading into the last week of our schooling. So next weekend, we'll be done. By the time you watch this, it might be done. We might be done depending on when I edit it and get it up. And then I don't have to share my craft room with my son quite as much anymore. So I'll be able to dig out some more stuff and kind of get going. So yeah, I feel like my head's a little chaotic. Like I've got so many ideas. Like I couldn't sleep. I got like maybe 6 hours of sleep because I was just thinking of all these ideas and things that I wanted to do. And then I kind of woke up early, got out of bed, and I was like, I can't really make this work right away right now. So yeah, and then to make matters worse, I just spilled that coffee. So I'm pretty much done in my craft room for the day because I can't really work in here anymore. There's books drying everywhere. So that is that. That's my plan for today or for this weekend. I also need to make my cards for the week. I'm doing a card a day in June on Instagram. I have the first 2 weeks of cards done, and they're on my Instagram and my YouTube channel. So what I'm doing is on the weekends, I sit down, I make all the cards I need for the week, and then I go ahead and photograph them. I go ahead and record the video going over the details for you. And then I just have it all preset so that each day I pick one and upload it to Instagram and talk about it. So I've got to make my cards for this week. I will probably do that tomorrow because I can't really work in here now today. I can't even believe I spilled coffee all over these books. Like, I'm just hoping everything comes out okay. Some of it got on a bag of old magazines and pattern booklets I have. Hopefully very, very minimal because I don't have the space to wipe them all down and spread those all out. Also, the school books are obviously kind of more important in this case. I'm hoping I didn't like completely ruin the resale value on some of this stuff. Some of these school books are like not the cheapest, and the resale value is usually pretty good if I didn't just ruin them. Yeah, so I am pretty much done in here because besides the fact that I have nowhere to work, I tend to take messes like that as a sign of like, hey, you need to do something else. This is not a good day. So if you spill something like that all over everything, chances are that's like the smallest of your issues for the day, in my opinion. I feel like when you do something like that, it's all kind of downhill after that. So I'm going to lock my scissors properly so that I can leave them sitting here and not worry about it. And then I'm going to leave everything and come back tomorrow and try again and check the books, and hopefully they're all dry and clean and not ruined with coffee. So that's that. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I'll show you how everything goes in my next video. I'll give you an update of my projects, and I hope you have a great day.